Hello students, welcome back to our e-class of mathematics. Today we will study ordinal numbers. I am Anukriti Gupta, your mathematics teacher. Let's begin with today's topic now. Let us now have a quick revision of what we learned in our previous class. We learned story sums, or we can say word problems. So story sums are of two types: addition story sums and subtraction story sums. Both we studied in our previous class. You can check the video. Also we studied short form and expanded form. In short form, the answer we are giving will be in short form. In expanded form, the answer will be in long form or expanded form. As the question says, the answer will be the same. I hope these two topics are clear to you by now, so we can move ahead with our new topic now. Let's begin with next page, which is page number 33. Students, if you have your book with you, please open your mathematics textbook and take out page number 33. We will revise addition and we will learn new things about addition also, because these additions are of 2 digit. We studied addition of single digit, but the addition we will study now is of 2 digit. Now we will study what is addition. Addition is the process in which we take two or more numbers and we add them together. So whatever the answer is, we call it as sum. Also students, keep it in mind that the numbers to be added are known as addends. The number which we will add or which we are going to add are known as addends. For example, in this picture, you can see 7 plus 4 equals 11. So we will read it as 7 plus 4 equals 11. So the 11 is our answer, which is known as sum. 7 and 4 are our addends. Addends are the numbers which we will add or which we are adding. We will always remember those numbers as addends. It will be easy for us to solve further questions. So whatever the answer is known as sum. But take care of one thing students, only in addition. In subtraction I will tell you, but in addition the numbers we are adding are addends. The answer is sum. Let's solve some questions for addition. I know you know the process and you can do it by yourself. So now let's head for a worksheet now. Students, let's solve one worksheet now. I have provided the worksheet for your practice. Also, I have crossed the question which need not be done in your copies or by you, because those sums are of carry and we have not studied carry till now. So we will do it later. Let's look at the first example now. which is 56 plus 33. So students, as we studied in our previous class the place value, we will take the help of our place value in this class also. How? In previous class, I taught you that the rightmost figure or the digit is ones, then second one will be tens. So here we will write O above 6, that is ones, and T above 5, that is tens. So ones and tens are clear. We will now solve it from the rightmost side. In addition and subtraction both, we start from right hand side. So we will solve 6 plus 3. You can count it on your fingers as well. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Then what is 5 plus 3? 5 plus 3 is 8. So the answer comes out to be 89. Similarly, you will solve the other questions also in your rough copy. These questions are out of our textbook. These questions or worksheet is just for your help and revision purpose. Let's come to subtraction now. Now what is subtraction? As we all know that it is a process of removing one number from another number, or we can say taking one number away from another. It is known as subtraction. We all know that it is represented by the sign minus. You can see it on the screen. Students, now we will study that in addition, the numbers to be added were addends and the answer was sum. In subtraction, the answer is known as difference. Now why difference? Because we are subtracting one number from another number. So the difference is the answer. So we will call the answer as difference. Now what is the number called, or the numbers called which we are subtracting? The numbers by which we are subtracting is minute, and the number which we are subtracting is subtrahend. Okay, we can also call it as minuend and subtrahend. Minuend is the number which is always bigger, from which we will minus any other number. In vertical representation, we write minuend on the top and subtrahend on the bottom or just below it. So this will be easier for you to study. Also, you need not revise it or learn it. Even if you find it difficult, no problem. In our every class, I'll dictate it, so you will learn it by that only. I hope subtraction is clear to you now. Our main purpose is to learn subtraction. Now let's solve a worksheet for subtraction. Now this is the worksheet for subtraction. Again, I have crossed the questions which need not be done because they are the question for borrow. and we will study the borrow questions later. In this, you have to subtract, the simple subtraction. No other thing. These are not your textbook questions. These are just for your practice purpose, so that you practice it daily and you can excel in subtracting. We will also do our textbook questions in next class, and we will discuss the answer key also. So in this class, till now we have done addition and subtraction, which you have already studied. I think subtraction is clear to you now. Let's take one example. First example is 33 minus 22. So, as we studied in addition, the place value system of ones and tens, we will begin solving it from ones. So 3 minus 2 equals 1. Again 3 minus 2 equals 1. So the answer comes out to be 11, which is known as the difference. Okay, let's study another example now. 3030 minus 10. So students, what is 0 minus 0? We have already studied the concept of 0. So what is 0 minus 0? Yes, it is 0. And what is 3 minus 1? It is 2. So the difference comes out to be 20. Similarly, you can solve all the questions. Now, let's head to today's topic now, which is ordinal numbers. Okay, students. So, what are ordinal numbers? I know this topic is new, so we will study it slowly. What are ordinal numbers? Okay, ordinal numbers are the number defining the position of something in a series or position in any of the event or anything you count. For example, in school you have 8 periods. So we call it as what is the first period, second period, third period. Right? We do not call it as 1 period, 2 period, 3 periods. No. We always say it as first period, second period, third period, and so on up to 8 periods. You are having 8 periods in your school. So here we have position of something always as first, second, third, fourth, fifth. On the screen you can also see the color representation. The red color is on first. The number 1 is known as first. Number 2, second. Number 3, third. 4, fourth. Number 5, fifth. So when we add first, second, third, fourth, fifth, these numbers are known as ordinal numbers. So we will study ordinal numbers for now till 12. We will study ordinal numbers up to 12 only. Take care of one thing, students, that you have to learn the spellings of ordinal numbers, because these spellings are bit different from the number names. So they are very easy. You already know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we call it as first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Right? Now let's learn the spellings. Learning spellings now. I have written all the spellings up to 12. So we'll learn it. You can repeat it after me and we will learn it together. Okay. First. F-I-R-S-T. First. Second. S-E-C-O-N-D. Second. Third. T-H-I-R-D. Third. Fourth. F-O-U-R-T-H. Fourth. Now students, you can see what is the difference between number name and the ordinal numbers spelling. In number name, we used to write 4 as F-O-U-R, 4. In ordinal numbers, we will add TH. Usually, we will add TH in the suffix of every number. Suffix means at the end of every name, number name. Okay, let's continue now. Fifth. F-I-F-T-H. Fifth. Sixth. S-I-X-T-H. Sixth. Seventh. S-E-V-E-N. Seventh. T-H. We have to add TH at the end of every spelling. Eighth. Now you see, here's a big difference. Eighth. E-I-G-H-T-H. We have to add H. Ninth. N-I-N-T-H. Ninth. Tenth. T-E-N-T-H. Tenth. 11th. E-L-E-V-E-N-T-H. 11th. First to write 11 and then add T-H. 12th. Now here the spelling of 12th is different. It is having F in its spelling, but we will not pronounce it. The F in this spelling is silent. We will not call it as 12th. It is 12th. A small sound is there for F. So spelling of 12th is T-W-E-L-F-T-H. 12th. Okay, we will not call it as 12th every time. The sound will be small. 12th. You can again repeat the this portion of the video and you can also repeat it and learn it again and again, the spellings. Okay. Now students, this is the picture representation of ordinal numbers. How we call first, second, third, fourth and fifth. Here the students are standing in a queue. Queue means line. In a line, or we call it as queue. Here the students are standing in a queue to board their bus, to go back home. Okay, they are in school, now they are going back home. So they formed a queue. So the student who is in the front or first in line, you can see first, then you can see second is girl, third is girl, fourth is a boy, fifth is a boy, sixth is a boy, then seventh is a girl, and she is also having a skateboard. Yeah? Then 8th is a girl and 9th is a boy. So here is the picture representation to understand ordinal numbers more easily. Also, when we come to a position in any competition, we always call it as first, second, third or fourth. Right? We never call it as 1, 2. We call it as first, second, third, fourth and so on. So these are always ordinal numbers in positioning anything, any prize or anyone in line or any roll number wise, you call it as ordinal numbers. Now we will study months using ordinal number. Which month is first, which is last. Here are the months. The first month is January, second is February, third is March, fourth is April, fifth is May, sixth is June, seventh, our current month is July, eighth August, then so on. Ninth will be September. I took a halt so that you can recall it. Then 10th will be October, 11th November, and the last month is December. Similarly, you can study the rest of the months in your rough copy. Students, we also have these months as our ordinal numbers. Now, what about the week, the days? We also have days as ordinal numbers. Like in your textbook, on your page number 35, you can see there is ordinal number table on weeks. So first is Sunday, second is Monday, third is Tuesday, fourth is Wednesday, fifth is Thursday, sixth is Friday, and seventh is Saturday. We have 7 days, right? So we have all the days. You can see it on and you can learn it from there. You have immense time to learn it. There is no hurry. When you already know the days and the months. We have to count it on our fingers and place it on positions, right? Also, students, always remember our days start from Sunday. Okay, as given in your books, the days start from Sunday. So here is the things to remember. We have already studied that in addition, the numbers to be added are known as addends, and the answer is sum, always. Whereas in subtraction, the number which is above or the bigger number is minuend, and the number which is to be subtracted is subtrahend. The answer will be known as difference. I am teaching this again so that you remember again and again. You need not to learn it. I will make you revise it again and again so you will understand it and learn it wisely. Okay, no need to feel burden for these words. I will repeat them again and again so that you understand them, that what is sum, addend in addition, what is subtrahend, difference in subtraction. You will understand it properly. No need to worry. Now let's move to our homework session now. Students, your homework is do page number 33, 34 and 36 in your mathematics textbook. Now on page number 33 you are having addition. Page number 34 you are having subtraction. On page number 35 you have a table of months and weeks in ordinal number. You will learn the weeks. Already you know about the months, but you will learn weeks because there is a bit confusion for you that week starts from Monday, but in books it is written that Sunday is your first day. So you will learn it and you will do page number 36. I will provide you the answer key of the same. Second point, I will provide you the answer key of the previous topic. You can cross check your answers also. Story sums and everything we studied in our previous class, you can cross check your answers. I will provide you the answer key. Till then, take care and thank you.